Okay, let's go. Tar XVF XC. Claim to have a tighter compression ratio than GZIP 9. Let's see about this. .run configure. Prefix equals user. Oh, and fail. Go back up. Add a superstition. I'm just going to remove the whole package and re-extract it. Exit. Theory, the configure script should have overwrote any errors that I may have ran into, or any blunders I may have made. But I don't trust anything when I'm this far in. XC 5.0.5. Okay. Just a compression program. And actually, I think it does. It does. GZIP, if you toggle GZIP 9 switch, if you toggle GZIP with the 9 switch, which is like the tightest tight, it's pretty tight compression. You can save a lot of room. Now XE, I think, might actually save a little bit, a tinge more. How much more, I'm not sure. But XE is pretty popular. And we still have GZIP, BZIP. So, but XE is pretty popular. And compression too is like, I don't know, 1 to 4. It's very tight compression. Probably even tighter than that on some things. But hey, 0.3 SBUs. And then, how many do we have now? Grub, less. Okay, let's stop counting. Make install, clear. Need to move user bin, encapsulate LZMA, UNL, ZMA, LZCat, XE, UNXE, XZCat, to bin. Move user bin LZMA, unLZMA, LZCat, XE, UNXE, LZCat into bin. Move verbose user lib LZMA .so .all to lib. Link symbolic verbose force lib. $sign encapsulate read link user lib LZMA.so to user lib LZMA LZMA. Alright. Link symbolic verbose force lib $sign read link user lib LZMA .so to user lib LZMA .so. something up here. Nope. Good. Alright. Xy's done. Oh god. And grub. Grub. Our favorite friend. Now, say grub. 0.7 SBUs. Said statement here. Set IE gets is a pop out D. Grub core GNU lib and standard IO dot in dot h. Good. Dot run configure prefix equals user sbin dir equals sbin sysconf dir equals etsy disable grub dash emu dash USB disable EFI EMU disable W error. Let's look and see. Configure prefix equals user. True. Sbin dir equals sbin. Okay. Sysconf dir equals etsy. Disable grub EMU USB. Disable EFI EMU. Disable W error. Good. Make and make install. I'm going to install grub, but I'm not going to run grub in this one. I already have grub installed. I can just run update grub and that'll be okay. Now, if you don't have a bootloader, maybe a good idea to run something. And I was anti-grub for a very long time until recently this last year when having to deal with an EFI boot computer. This is madness. And coming to find out, I don't know if it's still this way or not, but grub is the only bootloader that can actually put off a native signature. I guess. So I don't know if that's still the case or not, but I heard that somewhere. But a lot of the Linux operating systems, I guess they don't have that capability to native boot. I'm really not sure anymore. I'm really not into the whole EFI thing. And it's terrible. It's really a lockdown thing, By the way, if you wanted to ever get past that, if you have legacy mode, you need to enable legacy mode. And there's another thing too. I need to boot underneath your BIOS. Enable legacy and turn EFI off. But you can't totally disable it, it's still there. The thing to really get rid of it, I think, would be to just, you have to flash the BIOS. Something like that. It's just terrible. You can't boot USB, you can't boot CD, you can't boot anything but Windows. No matter what you stick in that thing, you can't boot it, man. And even that, like I had a chore trying to jailbreak my computer. Another one I have, not this one. But I had a chore to do that. It's very scary. But at the same time, if grub I constantly gripe and moan about Grub and its module handling. You know, these things should never be involved with a bootloader. You know, Grub, why did you kill my Wi-Fi? Grub, how come I can't use my speakers anymore? Grub, how come I can't use my microphone anymore? You know, and it's all modules in the back end. Sometimes Grub seems to drop a module or something. And it's across two different operating systems, so it has to be the bootloader. And two operating systems, mind you, that one's a Slackware that never gets updated, and one is an updated system. So, you know, so it has to be the bootloader. So all my griping about that, and you've heard a lot about it, I really give it to Grub a little bit there, because that's the only foothold it seems that we have in. I don't know if Lilo does it now. I'm not sure. I'm not up on any other bootloaders. But when it comes to UEFI boot, you know, a lot of people are really geeked out, and I don't blame them about that whole thing with the EFI. But at the same time, we have a leg in through Grub, whether they like it, hate it, whatever. All these computers are going to come out, and a lot of them are going to have EFI boot. A lot of them will not be easy to turn off. And as long as we have the source, which is through Grub, yeah, we can do something about it. It's a terrible, and that's a ugly thing there. I don't know. It's just bad. It's bad all the way around. And I say, oh, theft and security. Somebody steals my laptop, and that. Anymore when I hear security, I just turn the other way. It doesn't equate. You know, my computer's more secure because I can't boot whatever I want to. That doesn't make any sense. You know, well, what happens if somebody steals it? Okay, so what? How often do you have your laptop stolen? And if that's the case, then you should keep your laptop home. Or if it gets stolen from your house, then I don't know, put it under your bed. Put it in between the mattresses. And people look there too. I don't know where to tell you to put it. But I don't think security is what we think security is. Grub is done. On to less. Peace out, Grub. Figure you out one day. Tor XVF less. Okay. .run configure. Prefix equals user sysconf dir equals etc. Make install. Should get that out of the way. And anybody who's wanting to try LFS, please do clear make install. I think that some people just build LFS and shelve it. Now, I guess, you know, if you're building it to build your own operating system, maybe, or just to conquer it. I know a lot of people who use Windows just build an LFS to say, oh, I did it, period. tor xvf gzip. cd into gzip. And I don't really think that's the way to go. Prefix equals user. Bin dir equals bin. I really don't think that's the way to go. Just build it to shelve it. Build it to say I did it. Conquered it. Build it, for whatever. You know, build it to use it. Get the full experience of just. I like somebody told me again. Oh, you like being born again. That's what somebody told me one day. You like the headaches, and I kind of do. I like building the system from the ground up. I know exactly what's in it. You know, I monitor the bloatware. And there's so much freedom, and that's what you will get out of the BLFS experience. And I recommend that everybody build this thing and use it. Make install. Don't just shelve it. Use it. Because a lot of these things are handy. They are relevant. How to compile your own packages or whatever else like that. A lot of this stems out of the way that we're being treated with some of the mainstream operating systems. And a lot of the techniques and ways around it. Gzip exe. I need to shut up here. Gzip exe uncompress zcompare zdiff zegrep to user bin. Let's see. gzexe move bin gzexe uncompress zcompare zdiff zegrep to user bin. zfgrep zforce zgrep zless zmore and znew. Oh, we need to move bin zfgrep zforce zgrep zless zmore znew to user bin. Okay. That's done. That's done. Okay. Gzip's over. Move gzip. Don't just build it to shelve it. Because, it's all relevant. I am not happy with the way the Mint turned out. Went the same way as Ubuntu. And, I could spew on about that forever. Now it's coming down to simple things like taking away programs that I'm used to and I like. For instance, miscellaneous makefile. For instance, FFmpeg. Rather regardless, you say, oh, it's not as good as this or that or something else, or this is better, AV config might be better. Still something that I want and I cannot use anymore. That's the whole idea that I really don't like. Said I. Caret targets. SAT. ARPD. Replace that with nothing in a miscellaneous makefile. Said I. ARP D. Pop out D. Makefile. Okay. Said I. S. ARP D. d.8 / and man 8 makefile. Replace arp d.8 with nothing. Okay. Make dest dir equals. That's blank. Okay. You know, it's a program that I use. It's a program I've built scripts around. You know, FFmpeg is more than just a converter. FFmpeg, screen recorder, converter. There's a lot of other stuff you can do with it. But I built scripts around it. And now, basically, in Mint 13, I updated it, and I can no longer use FFmpeg like at all. And it's not really the point of what's better. It's the point of it was mine. And it was the point of I really had no say in if I wanted to update this or not. So with that respect, it's kind of like, you know, hey, what the hell's going on here? And man dir equals user share man. Doc dir equals user share doc IP route 2-3.12.0 install. Let's check that out. Make dest dir equals man dir equals user share man or user share man. Doc dir equals user share doc IP route 2 2-3.12.0 install. Good. That's done. And that's the in essence, I mean, that's why we have Linux from scratch. That's why we need to keep Linux from scratch. We need to use Linux from scratch. We need to support our devs. I'm not talking about monetary, I mean just support them so that, you know, they can get the good feedback and they can continue to do the things that we need them to do. Because like I said, if this fails, you know, we're really left with a slim resemblance of really what an operating system is. It's just going to be a whole bunch of net installs, really. Set I, S, and resize cons underscore progs equals escape. Jump out and say yes. 1 no G configure. And it totally blew that up. Set us. We need to replace escape resize cons underscore progs equals escape with yes or yes. Escape out 1 no configure script. Okay. set I s, we need to replace resize cons doc 8 with nothing, docs man 8 makefile dot in. Replace resize cons dot e, resize cons dot e, nothing, docs man 8. Okay. And let's see, package config path equals tools lib package config dot run configure prefix equals user disable vlock eyeballs are drying out. Package config path equals tools lib package config dot run configure prefix equals user disable vlog. Okay, make, and we can say make install. But like I said, LFS, we have to use these systems when we build it, right? So we have to use these things. A lot of people, they just shove them, and that's it. It's not cool. Not cool. Make and make install. And you know, BLFS has a ton of packages, a ton of good stuff. They're always constantly updating it. I'm not sure if it's growing in size. It really is. But I really don't know how many users actually build it up from the ground up and keep using it. I know I do. But how many do? I don't know. But that could be something to okay, if desired, install documentation. Make directory for both user share doc kbd 2.0.1. Copy recursive verbose docs doc all user share kbd kd doc kd kbd 2.0. Good. KBD is done, I think. Yes. Kmod. Torx, we have Kmod. Clear and go CD into Kmod. How to run configure. Prefix equals user bin dir equals bin sysconf dir equals etc with root lib dir equals lib. Disable man pages with exe with zlib. And let's look. User bin_dir equals bin, sysconf_dir equals etsy, with rootlib_dir equals lib, disable man pages with exe with zlib. But and if after you even after you install your LFS, if you don't plan on using it for a very long time, because I think a lot of it comes out of fear too, that they don't want to ruin it, and you really won't ruin it if you just go ahead and make frequent backups, anticipate when you might screw something up, make a backup, clone DD, and if you screw one up, then you can always just dump it and go from the backup. But I don't think that's it. I don't think it's fear that's holding people back. I think it's something of I think it's just an achievement thing. Say, oh, I did it. That's it. Dep mod, ins, mod info, mod probe, remove mod, do. For target in dep mod, insert module, mod info, mod probe, remove mod do. Link symbolic for both. This is another one here. Point this out to the devs if you will. Section 6.52 kmod. Hierarchy is screwed up. Not good. If one was not to use their tab, they would run into that and it'd fail. Fail and fire and flame. 3 F's. Fail, fire, and flame. Yes. That is cool. I just made something up. That'll work. Link symbolic for boost. Bin, kmod, sbin target. Do. Done. Good. Link symbolic for boost. Kmod. To bin, ls mod. Good. Okay, lib pipeline. Move kmod. tar xvf. Lib pipeline. Package underscore config path equals okay, tools lib package config space dot configure prefix equals user package config path equals tools lib package config user make and make install. But yes, again, yeah, we have to use these things. You people to get done this, go look at LFS. Go get yourself a web browser. Go figure out how you can use this system on a daily basis. Like just live in a TTYs and everything. Really, it's really good. It's really fun. And I haven't really gotten all the way up to desktop yet. All the way up to Window Manager. Haven't even installed ALSA Mixer. So, you know, how functional is my system? For me, it's very functional. I really don't do too much. Browse around and talk to my friends. And I make packages and try to incorporate little things. I make little scripts, you know, and stuff like that. Did I do this? Make install. No, it's on to make. Remove lib pipeline. tar xvf make. But I can live inside of my LFS system. I can, man, can't watch videos yet. But I got Links Graphical, you know, I got IRC, mail, I failed on send mail, and fetch mail. But I could probably get around that and build that up to use it, you know? So I mean, BLFS, you gotta go check it out. It's got all your stuff you need to go from the system on up, you know? Got your whole little thing about security. You got, you know, all your graphicals. If I did go graphical, I would go XFCE. Very small. It's like 300 megabytes or something compared to the other ones. They are some behemoths. Remove make. tar xvf patch. cd into patch. Your network managers and stuff like that, which I built it. Because there was no way in hell I was installing all that crap for a network manager. But there's still some gaps I gotta work out with it, but hey, that's cool. The freedom is immense. And the headaches are too. Tracking down dependency hell. It's a pain in the butt. That's what it's all about. You kind of consider yourself like you're weaning off of something, and when it comes to, say, the terminal especially, to be proficient in the terminal, you have to wean yourself off of all those other things, like the graphical, right? If you want to be proficient in Linux, and you're using Windows and you don't know how to start, you have to wean yourself off of Windows gently, you know, make install. I remember when I was still using Windows, had to wean myself off, you know, I couldn't mount ISOs, I couldn't burn DVDs, I couldn't burn a CD, you know, and eventually, little by little, I would learn how to burn a CD in Linux, and I would learn how to mount an ISO on Linux, and I would learn how to do this, or learn how to do that. And eventually, I was on a freestanding Linux system, and then eventually I just deleted my Windows partition. Don't need it no more. The same thing with, you know, building your own thing. I still have a graphical for stuff that I might need to do. First we have syslog, sysklog, LibreOffice, I used to watch videos in frame buffer, but I don't know how good that is now because YouTube downloader is gone. But you know, you just have to like wean yourself back, cut back your time that you're trying to cut back the time that you're using a graphical, if that's the case. If that's what you want to do, I mean. Yeah. But that's kind of like bin-dir equals sbin install. Okay. Really gonna get down to the nitty-gritty here. Cat into Etsy. syslog.conf. Let's say begin. Os. Os. Priv. Dot all. Dash var. Log. Os. Dot log. All. Os. Os. Priv. Dot none. Var. Log. Sys. Dot log. Okay. Daemon. Dot all. For. Log. Daemon. Dot log. Kern. Dot all. For. Log. Kernel. Dot log. Mail. Dot all. For. Log. Mail. Dot log. User. Dot all. For. Log. User. Dot log. Ooh, I'm hungry. And let's encapsulate. Dot emerge. Space. And we'll run end here. I guess. My eyeballs are drying out. Okay. I think so. think so. Good. And that's this K-log. Bottom line, instead of me rambling on, you have to use your system. Please use your system. Please don't build it to shelve it. It's no fun. Please just finish. Yeah. It's no fun. Take all this time to say, oh, I built a Linux. I built my own Linux. Built my own Linux. Oh, don't forget that MP1-I. Sitting there forever waiting for that thing to get done. Make C source. Yes, you have to use it. Have to experience the LFS. So great. Red browser. Whole experience. Really show you what's inside the system, and it gives you the confidence to go ahead and say, you know what? I might be able to branch off. Instead of them taking stuff away from me like FFmpeg and giving me updates that I really don't want. Or having backdoors for Amazon search engines. You can have the confidence to be like, you know what? I'm going this way. And you will get all that the more that you use your LFS system. Sysfinit. Peace out. Sysfinit. Tar XVF. Tar. Man, how many more packages we got here? I don't know if you crap lines. Can't be that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonder bar. So I'll cut after this one. CD into tar. Patch. MP1-I. Tar. Man, page 1 patch. Force. Unsafe. Configure. This one. .run configure. Prefix equals user. Binder equals bin. Make install. Oh, and we're gonna make the docs. Oh, and we're gonna go ahead and echo. Use Pro to echo tarman into user share memory. Good deal. Well, weaning yourself with operating systems. I have a problem with myself with mint. This is like stuff like, say, LibreOffice or little things like that. It's easy to get complacent. And you know, sometimes you just want something to work, and you don't want to keep banging your head against the wall with dependency hunting and constant updates or constant things like, say, YouTube download breaking or updating itself and then breaking all your scripts that you use to, say, watch videos. You really don't want to be involved with all that. And that's understandable. But I just believe that the more you use something, the easier it'll be for you to make your own adjustments to an update that may be out or something. You know, and it's all about, I guess, how much you use or how much time you spend with the operating system, how much time you spend in that environment. You know, but I got train wheels. I call anything with a window manager a train wheel. Make and install. I'm not a totally self-supported LFS, although I do use the heck out of it mostly all the time, but there's a lot of things I would like in my LFS too that I just haven't had time to get around to doing. Some things I even failed on, like ALSA mixer. I don't have a sound device on my LFS because I failed, but I continue to use it, and I continue to pretty much do what I want, like I said, except for like LibreOffice and watching videos. But everything else, it's cool. I can look at links, I can look at, pictures. I can't read my email, but that's okay. So I only get junk anyway. But, I'm weaning myself off of what is the question. I've been really lazy for a while. Haven't been really install HTML. Doc dir equals user share doc tar dash 1.27.1. Make C doc install HTML. Doc dir equals user share doc user share doc. Okay. Haven't really been doing too much. And stuff I have been doing is been doing some assembly. And you know what? Even with that, like I've been like CH rooting into my Mint machine where I have DOSBox running. I just run DOSBox on my LFS. No problem. It's not native though, it's CH rooted in. So that's another thing I've started to do too. For things that I really need or really want to do, I just CH root into an OS with it and just piggyback off like that. This is a lazy concept, but it works. That's a stepping stone to creating a self-supported system. And I have DOSBox. I have the DOSBox sources, but I don't really have the time. And I'm already accommodated, since I CH root in, so it's like, user share man one tar. Good deal. Tar's done. Okay, so here we will stop 6.59. Text info, we'll pick it back up from here. And have a great day. How many minutes long is this thing? Wow, man, it's like an hour. Peace out.